Guys, Xiaomi is back again with the Redmi Note 14 series. I know the Chinese version has been around since last year. The global version launched on the 10th of January 2024 alongside other Redmi devices. Now, this right here is the all-new Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G. Is it better than Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus from last year? Or should you upgrade if you actually own that device? Well, in this video, I'm going to review it and share my honest opinion with you guys. Let's see all the bells and whistles it comes with. Now let's get started. Before we jump into the main review, let's quickly see what comes in the box of this device. When you open the box, you're greeted with an envelope that contains a SIM ejector tool, a user guide, and plastic case that actually feels nice to the touch. Moving on, we have the device. It feels just as nice as its predecessor. Next, we have a huge 120 watts super fast charging brick, just like its predecessor, and a USB Type-C charging cable. The 120 watt charging brick is becoming a norm for most Redmi mid-range devices. More about it later in the video. The Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus comes in three colors, which are lavender purple, frost blue, and midnight black. What I actually have here is the lavender purple. I won't go out to buy a purple phone, but I know a lot of people that this color will actually appeal to. That being said, it looks really nice and I like the curved display that makes it very comfortable to hold. Apart from the camera bump behind, the design is not that different from its predecessor. My unit has a silicone polymer back. Some people call it eco leather. The front glass is protected with a Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2. This ensures that if you accidentally drop it, nothing is going to happen to it. It also comes with an IP68 dust and water resistance rating, which means that it is protected against dust and it will also survive it if you drop it inside water. Now, I'm not saying you should go swimming with it. For build quality, I would say there is absolutely nothing to worry about or complain here. Now, for the external features, we have 3 microphones and the famous IR blaster. In regards to the IR blaster, I initially thought it was on top of the phone like its predecessor, until I looked closely and I noticed it's behind the device, very close to the flashlight. I feel like it's an awkward position, not too comfortable if you want to control your home electronics. You have to be pointing the phone like this to your electronics, which is not too comfortable, in my opinion though. Then moving on to the right side of the device, we have the power button and the volume rocker keys. At the bottom, we have a dual SIM card tray with no memory card expansion slots. And I wonder who cares about memory card when you have up to 512 GB of storage on here. We have a USB Type-C charging port and the speaker that are located at the bottom and at the top of the device. Moving on to the back of this device, we have a triple camera setup. We have a 200 megapixels main camera, an 8 megapixels ultra-wide camera, and a 2 megapixels macro camera. We have the flashlight and IR blaster. The fingerprint sensor is under the display, and just like its predecessor, it is actually very fast and responsive. No complaints here at all. Now, one of the standout features of this new device, the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus, is actually the display this year. Like, the brightness can go up to 3000 nits. It comes with a curved 6.7 inches crystal res AMOLED display that supports 12 bits colors and up to 3000 nits of peak brightness, as I mentioned earlier. It also supports DCI-P3 color gamut, Dolby Vision, and HDR10+. The display on this device is super amazing, especially when playing games and watching videos. I love how content wraps around the curved edges, giving you that immersive experience. Now, speaking of experience, the user interface is actually very smooth and responsive, all thanks to the 120Hz refresh rate. Guys, with up to 3000 nits of peak brightness, this screen is very bright, which makes it perfect for both outdoor, direct sunlight, and indoor activities. You just need to get a hold of this device to get a feel of what I'm talking about. The display on this device is just excellent, especially for a mid-range device. Okay, let's talk about performance. The Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus is powered by a Snapdragon 7S Gen 3 chipset. It's a 4nm processor and it is quite capable. It has 12GB of RAM and 512GB of internal storage. In comparison to last year's Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus, this is not what I actually expected. It is slightly underpowered if you should ask me. However, that's not to say that the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus right here is not fast. It is fast. In fact, performance is about the same on last year's model. The thing is, I expected a much better performance improvement on this new device, but we're not getting that here. General performance, day-to-day tasks are very responsive and fast. Opening apps, browsing the web, and multitasking on this smartphone is super amazing. You're going to feel how fast it is. Everything just feels super responsive and smooth. Now, for gaming, the Adreno graphics processor will run most of your favorite games perfectly. As usual, I played Call of Duty Mobile and some other games, and the gameplay runs smoothly at max graphics settings and very high frame rate. The game performance was okay, but the device got a bit warm after playing for about 30 minutes, which is expected. I think that's quite normal. Now, one of the things I really like about this device is the dual stereo speakers that it comes with, and when playing games, you're really going to enjoy the loud audio and clear sound that you get coming out from this device. I think that is amazing. Okay, let's talk about software. The Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus comes with Xiaomi HyperOS on top of Android 14. It also comes with a lot of AI features like Circle to Search, which is quite interesting. There's Google Gemini that you can use to do a lot of things. You can use it for quick image search. You can simply point it to something and it will tell you what that thing is or give you a summary of that thing. There's also an AI interpreter, AI notes, AI recorder, AI subtitle, AI image expansion, and AI eraser. You see, we have a lot of AI stuff on this smartphone. The thing is, the AI eraser is not available out of the box just yet, but it will come very soon via a software update. Speaking of software update, Xiaomi said this device will get 3 major OS updates, meaning it will get up to Android version 17. Impressive stuff for a mid-range device. That being said, one of the turning points for me about HyperOS is the Bluetooth. There are a lot of pre-installed apps that actually have the potential of bringing apps on this device. So if that is something that is going to bother you, you can uninstall them. Additionally, this phone also supports an eSIM, meaning you can have up to 3 active networks from different service providers on this phone. Okay, let's move on to the camera on the back of this smartphone. Just like its predecessor, it comes with a 200 megapixels camera, as I said initially, and it is pretty decent. The main camera produces decent daytime photos with plenty of details and sharpness, decent dynamic range, punchy colors, and accurate exposure. The photos look pleasing to the naked eye, but there are a lot of inconsistencies when it comes to dynamic range and general image processing. Sometimes the colors don't look the same. I feel like a software update is needed immediately to fix some of these inconsistencies. The same thing is also applicable to the selfie camera. While they are okay, they are not as impressed as the selfie camera on Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus from last year. That being said, the software update should be able to iron out some of these issues. Now for videos, they are great, but that can only be set to the rear camera. Alright, so this is the front-facing camera of the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus shooting in 1080p 60 frames per second. No option to go to 4K using the front-facing camera. Redmi, why? Why? This device costs over $400 and up to today it still cannot shoot 4K using the front-facing camera. What do you guys think of the video quality and the audio quality right here? Let me know in the comment section below. Another impressive thing about the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus this year is battery life. The battery is exceptional. It has a 5110 mAh battery that delivers an all-day performance. And if you're an average user, it can last you an entire day on a single charge. Speaking of charging, the included 120 watt fast charger took only 36 minutes to charge from 0 to 100%, which is slightly lower than last year's model. Xiaomi actually allows you to control how fast this device can charge to further extend the longevity of the battery. You can choose between regular charging, optimized charging, and battery protection. If we put it on regular charging, it will charge this device from 0 to 100% under 28 minutes. By default, it is set to optimized charging, which will increase the overall charging time from 0 to 100% under 40 minutes. If you ask me, I'll say this is a welcome feature. At least it will extend the lifespan of the battery. Okay, before we wrap things up, let's talk about the price. Currently, the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus costs about 730,000 naira or $450 for the one with 12GB of RAM and 512GB of internal storage. That price is in line with last year's model. Now, while this is actually a great device, it doesn't seem like a worthy upgrade from its predecessor. The Snapdragon processor did not really bring any marginal improvement over last year's model in most cases. I actually prefer the camera on its predecessor over this one right now. Maybe a software update will change that. So if you own the last year's model, there's really no need to bother upgrading to this new device. But if you are someone that wants a brand new smartphone that has all the bells and whistles that you expect from a flagship device, but at a fraction of the cost, this is the device to get. It has one of the best display on any mid-range device, an attractive design, and a very good battery life. So it is really worth considering. Guys, that's my review of the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus. What do you guys think? Share your thoughts with me in the comment section below. If you enjoy watching this video, kindly give me a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I guess I'll talk to you in the very next one. Bye-bye.